Hello, welcome back everybody. So, sorry I've not been able to make videos in ages. Just so busy at the moment, and just, family, work, everything. So, really sorry about that. And, it's come at a pretty crazy time in crypto. I mean, at the moment, everything's just falling to pieces. There's a lot of theories out there, coronavirus, and I'm sure there's elements of that to it. But despite the whole coronavirus, let's see if the chart can tell us anything at all as to what really happened. So this is how we're going to break it down. We're going to look at the chart. Okay, we're going to leave out all that, coronavirus, S&P, stock market crash, all of that. We're going to look at it just as it is, as a chart on its own. Okay, and try and work out if there's any reason for any of this. So basically, we rallied all the way from this bottom level here, which is where we did a double bottom, and basically spent the majority of the time in the green, all the way up to this level. That was a 61% increase in value for Bitcoin over the space of 56 days, so 2 months. Other coins did a lot more than that, so we'll go to Ethereum daily. Ethereum was my personal favourite, and we bottomed here, and we rallied all the way up to here on a 59-day period. 147. Sorry, I'm still very tired. 147. Okay, so let's have a look at Ethereum just as an example. Okay, so Ethereum did incredible moves, massive moves, and what that did was overstretch both the RSI and the MACD to a breakable level. And look at the state of the RSI on the daily. And I said this as it was going up, that it's going to have a pullback. I mean, this pullback has been dreadful. It's been really bad. It's been really bad for all of these coins, but they're all suffering due to the same super rally, basically. And of course, I'm sure it's not a coincidence that it looks like there's a global recession going on in the stock market due to the coronavirus and all that lot. So I'm sure it's not a coincidence. There is definitely an element of that to it. But if we look at the state of this RSI all the way up here at 88.8, okay, that's higher than any area that we got to last year. And if we zoom out even further, it's even higher than its actual parabolic top all the way up here at 1400. Okay, so we can't create extra lines for it to continue to go up for an RSI. This was extremely overbought territory for this coin specifically. And when we look at other coins like Ripple, for instance, we will see something similar to that. Not quite as dramatic, but something quite similar. So obviously we have been a lot higher than that with Ripple, but you get where I'm coming from. Okay, massively overbought, needing to have a correction. And Ethereum is the best example of this because it's so dramatic, right? So you can look at Bitcoin too. Bitcoin, it was overextended. Let's face it, but it wasn't massive, but it was overextended. Peaked out the top. So this basically was a warning sign, I guess, to us, saying that we need a correction on this. We wanted a correction. We didn't want this. This is a correction, obviously, but we didn't want it to be so dramatic. No, we needed it to come down. So now it's come down, and we look at Ethereum. So where has it come down to? It's come down to this level here. This silly thing's in the way. But I'm telling you, it's roughly but it's where would this be now? It's going to be about 40. So we're ready for these to be bought back up. And when we're looking at Bitcoin, obviously this Bitcoin is the trendsetter. Bitcoin needs to be bought back up, and Bitcoin's all the way back down here. So let's look at Bitcoin first. So we had a descending channel which broke to the down, and then we continued down, and we have rested these last few days on the top of the 200 EMA, which is usually a good sign. As long as we're above there, we're not bearish. Technically, we're not bearish. It looks like we've bottomed here, and if we haven't bottomed here, we'll be bottoming around about this level here. Doesn't mean we can't have nasty wicks down below those areas. We can definitely have nasty wicks below those areas. But to me personally, as we're still above the 200 EMA, to me it would make sense that we would actually start to rise from this level. The thing is, we've got all these moving averages all sort of facing down, slanting down. We actually had an Ichimoku cloud cross on the daily here, which is a very bearish sign, saying that this is going to have a continuation of the move down from here. So that was the area for me to get a little concerned over this. And the indicators mean things, okay, and we've got this cross here, which meant that generally speaking it's likely to continue, and it certainly did continue. I mean, where did we get that cross? We got that cross at this level here. The price action, to be generous, we'll measure it from the closing wick and from where the price action is as we speak right now. That's 10% move down. There's no specific amount that it's going to go down after a cross like that. It just means that there's going to be continuation of that move down. So we've got continuation. I imagine that all of these will have had the same. Yeah, we got the same there. And what have we got here? We actually, with Ethereum, we have not actually had that cross, which is pretty good. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but as it stands at the moment, we don't have an Ichimoku cloud conversion baseline cross, which is good for Ethereum. Ethereum's still strong in my eyes. But what I'm getting at here is that a lot's gonna kick in tomorrow when the stock market opens again, and we're going to see how that reacts. And I would expect that there will be, maybe a little wick down here and there, maybe an attempt to continue the downtrend. But generally speaking, I think it's likely to be brought back up, because it's one of those sort of, you've heard the phrase, buy the rumor, sell the news. This is a kind of a sell the rumor, buy the news, if you know what I mean. Coronavirus is spreading. There's no question about that. It looks like there's likely to be a pandemic. There doesn't seem to be a question about that. Has it affected the Western world economically? No, it hasn't. Not yet. Sorry, I just had to pause that there. The missus was shouting me. So yeah, all I'm saying is that there might be this pandemic, but it's not actually affected physically any of the Western world economy yet. And I'm not saying that it won't do. I'm saying it probably will, but it's not done it yet. So this is the fear. This is the anxiety, and this is the I suppose the chance that it will do that. It's been priced in. It's been sold off. So I think we're looking to find next week is likely to find some bounces across the board for everything, stocks, Bitcoin, everything. The whole lot is likely to be moving back up again next week. It doesn't mean that we're going to be rocketing up. It means that we'll see some green at the beginning. Anyway, I better go because the missus is calling me, so I'll leave it there. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day, evening. Take it easy.